power stood before the throne and before the Lamb played.
Because like I was telling them, I want you to hear this real quick. I want all y'all to hear
I'm going to say this, brother.
Can I say this to you real quick?
I'll let you say that, but let me do my job, because I'm committed to do my job.
I do this all day, every day.
Okay.
So what I'm about to say, you ain't going to never hear nobody else say. And that's the difference between the real truth and what a lot of people just follow a certain way. So you have people that follow Christianity, Islam, the Israelites. But you don't have people that's really finding themselves correctly. We all
that's why we are here, brother.
So we all been lost, even to the point of
young man. Can I ask you something, young man, right here?
Even to the point of what certain people say is it's like you limiting the proper knowledge.
Who's this right here?
You get into it God for yourself.
Young man,
that's
who's
what
this?
I had to do.
Who's this?
I study everything they know.
Hold on. Young man, watch this. Hey, my sisters, watch this. Who is this right here?
God.
That's God. My young sister right here. Who is this? Huh? Who's this young sister? God? Why your kids saying that that's God? Why is your kids saying that that's God? Give me Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. Give me Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. This is why we got to let the Bible speak. Because all men just come down and spew whatever they want. Meanwhile, their kids is saying the same people that did this unto our people is going to come down and save us. Go ahead. Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
What Jesus Christ look like? Who's this right here?
From the protons, neutrons, electrons, all the atoms.
That's Jesus all day long? Okay, can I read that in the Bible? My sister right here, standing on what is it? Standing on money? Standing on business. You standing on business, right? Who's this right here?
It's just a picture.
Who's this right here?
It's just a picture.
I'm asking her. Why you come up being rude? I'm asking her a question.
I'm not being rude.
Who's this?
This is being rude.
Hey, eyes up. Who's this? It's supposed to be God. Read that.
Revelation of Jesus Christ. Chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Romans 13.
He tripping. Y'all don't really know.
Hey, Romans 13.
What is he talking about?
Verse 14.
For real, I got knowledge
and
itself.
his hairs
What is he
were
talking
white
about?
like wool.
I acknowledge the son. I don't acknowledge nothing else. So what
This
is
is the problem with black community. We come out speaking truth, okay? Because your kids said that Christ looked like white man. Now you want to pull a gun out. You know what I mean? Like you're tough. This is the problem with black men. They act like children. They act like little kids. They don't know how to conduct themselves. We're supposed to be scared of that? Because you pull out a gun on another black man? You won't go to these white people or these Chinese people who pull no damn pistols out on them, but you won't pull it out on your own people. That's why the Lord said he got a problem with the black man. He got a problem with the black community because they act like children. Come on.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come on.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
It's the Lord of the Bible, the Lord of Israel, the Lord of you blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians saying that, hear the word of the Lord. Because he has a problem with you. Come on, what is the problem that he has with us? Come on.
For the Lord have a controversy.
You don't have a daughter named
Controversy is a problem. Come on, what's the reason why?
It's 4 years ago. Donald Trump,
Because there's no truth.
This is God talking to me, not
knowledge of God.
I put myself in the closet for 3 months.
No mercy.
3 months, bro. Ask my mom. They thought I was going crazy. I lost my mind in the physical. That's how you find God. You don't find God like that.
The Father doesn't have knowledge.
You find God distancing yourself, walking in. Come on, kids decide everything. Niggas don't know this. God come to me to kill this guy.
What?
Kill this guy.
Why would you pull a pistol out? You in front of your damn kids, and you will pull a pistol out on another black man for what? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? To show it off?
Gotta tell you stuff that's gonna happen in the future.
I'm here, I gotta tell you something.
So that's the level I'm on.
I'm trying to show you something.
For having me though.
You answer that for me. How do we act as men in 2026? Are they right?
They are like unto children.
What does Christ say that the men of this generation is like?
They are like unto children.
I'm going to pull a pistol out because I do not.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashai.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN, SHAMAIWAN, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my Aki and YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this vile captivity. as well as the speckled bird that look like the other nation, but are actually Yasharala. This is Brother Kawaka coming at you with no lesson, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is such a ridiculous. This is such a ridiculous event that happened, and both sides were wrong. I will say that, but obviously one was definitely more wrong, or better yet, I take that back. That last one I take it back. I will say that being a man of the Lord, you have more expectations. So as a result of that, you had more responsibility to handling the situation properly. So obviously, they are less. I'll say that the IUIC members are less in the wrong, sure, but given their position and their need to properly teach and to handle situations like that, in order for stuff to not happen and for stuff to not get that serious, I'm going to say that, yeah, they had a bit more, they have a bit higher expectations and shouldn't have allowed things to have gotten like that. Another thing is that, which the brother did go into it, and I do agree. The dude that was basically bypassing the man to talk to, I don't know if that was his wife or someone, and then his freaking kids and stuff like that, instead of addressing the man that was talking to them. Like, I just felt like that was kind of out of pocket, although again, it did show that the dude is wrong. Like, objectively, the guy was wrong, and I'm not even disputing that. I'm not going to argue that. The only thing I'm talking about is like both sides were absolutely in the wrong, but I kind of wanted to point out certain things that I personally saw, and I felt the need to address it, because again, like, they're saying what's it called? They're saying that you have this white image for the image of Jesus and God. That's what people have, and yes, that's basically the common thing. The image of Caesar Borgias, whatever his name is. All right, that is what most people think of when they think of God and Jesus. So as a result of that, when the IUIC member asked them and said, "Who is this?" and stuff like that, and they said that that's God, then that is a perfect example of how, yeah, our people are destroyed. Our people are worshiping false images. All right, let's actually get that. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, Hosea 4 verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. And this is what's going on, where people they only see that, freaking, what's it called? They see, this is an image of God, or the first thing that comes to people's mind when they think of God is a white man. All right, and that's absolutely, like, undisputed. I think it is imperative to acknowledge that, yes, undisputed, there's no excuse for that. Thinking that is absolutely wrong. Like, there's no justification for that. Like, that's just objectively wrong, and that's good that they pointed out, sure, but the way that they went about it was definitely wrong, because they were first talking to the guy. They see that this dude is not put together, all right, and he's clearly has some screws loose, yet they try to argue by talking to the people that he was with, which again, it caused the dude to go and get a fucking gun, which was absolutely ridiculous. Like, what is wrong? And Slocky, that's the thing when it comes to people in general, or so-called black people more specifically, they are oftentimes, they're not all put together. And yeah, like when you humiliate them, especially with the constant barrage of humiliation that Jake is already used to, it just gets to a point where now more so than ever they're more willing to crash out compared to 20 plus years ago, thinking like, oh well, I have nothing to lose, life sucks anyway, so let me just do this, let me do that, or whatever, stuff like that, or let me go out with a bang and whatever. Which that's as depressing as it sounds, that's the reality of things, where they don't care about any sort of self-preservation just for the sake of some sort of like explosive end or whatever. All right, that reminds me of fitting, but that reminds me of that this one character in one of the anime shows, Naruto. He was basically saying that when it comes to art and things or whatever, some bullshit or whatever, he was basically saying that things are better as like a temporary 2-second explosion rather than preserving something for a long time. Like that's basically what he was saying, which obviously, I would hope that most people don't actually agree with that, although there are some instances, there are some philosophical ways to rationalize and talk about how sometimes the preservation is better, sometimes this 1-2 second art thing is nice and whatnot. All right, but of course at the end of the day, the way that we're living our lives, we're not supposed to be living our lives in the sense of like, oh well, let me just die in this one stupid ass sense of, this person pissed me off, so let me go get a gun and go ruin my life just because someone insulted me or something like that. Now what was it? It was Ciroc. No, not Ciroc 10. It was takes no pleasure. Hold on. Bear with me one moment. I don't remember what it is. Alright, so Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 13, for Yahweh made not death, neither hath he pleasure in the destruction of the living. So YAHAWASHI does not have pleasure in the destruction of the living. He did not want us to die. So why would you do something that is, especially if he's saying, oh, you need to believe in God, you need to do this, God, you need to follow God in this way, this way, or whatever, but yet you are over here doing something that YAHAWASHI would not approve of. It's like, what are you doing? Like, over what? It's like, as a father, wouldn't it be smarter that you show your children that, if someone disrespects you, which definitely I'm on that guy's side in the sense of he was disrespected. They absolutely disrespected him. I can acknowledge that, but of course it's like you're literally going to shoot someone and then get arrested, and then your children are not going to have you in their lives anymore. So then what? Because you got disrespected for 2 seconds or a minute or something like that, then you're going to say, okay, well, this is now worth it for me to go and throw my life away, get arrested, killing someone and stuff like that. It's like, you don't even think about the life of your children and how negatively that they'll be affected by your dumbass decision. All right, so again, something that I just thought I wanted to speak on. Okay, so continuing on, Proverbs 15 verse 1: a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And obviously, as a matter of fact, let me actually show you over here, because that's basically what they were doing. This dude was kind of like stirring up the issues, stirring up the pot.
Let's standing on money. We're standing on business. You standing on business, right? Who's this right here?
Over here.
It's just a picture.
Who's this right here?
It's just a picture.
I'm asking her. I'm asking her. Why you come up being rude? I'm asking her.
I'm not being rude.
Who's this?
This is being rude.
So yeah, basically, again, as I was saying, the dude was not this guy. The other dude, he was again bypassing him, even though he was talking to him first. He was talking to him first, and then he said, "Oh, well, I'm done talking to you. I'm going to talk to these other people instead." And then, this stuff happens. It's like you are in fact, he was in fact stirring up the pot and doing that. It's just like you're more focused on. And I don't want to talk too much on this because I am not too familiar on IUIC's practices, but I've heard a lot of different things, and I think even in this video you'll be able to hear what the brother says that they do in practice. But I'm not saying that I'm an expert or I know all that goes on, so I'm not going to speak too much onto it, or I'm not even going to pretend like I know what's going on, nor will I parrot anything without any actual evidence. So definitely go check this video out. But in terms of how things are, I can acknowledge that I did not like how they handled this, and it's just a matter of what we're supposed to be doing is, let me get I actually want to keep this. Let me get this. It was Ezekiel 37 verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Okay, so basically the thing here is that we're supposed to be prophesying unto the wind, and it's up to YAHAWAH to make this word travel to those that actually need to hear it. Clearly this guy did not need to hear it, or he did not want to hear it more specifically, hence why he decided, oh man, I'm gonna go and
eyes up,
get a gun. And over here what happened was they had to go and send other members to talk him out of it, to make him calm down. And that's basically what we see right here, where they are practicing the what the scriptures say, but one of them is not freaking doing that, and he's still trying to piss him off.
Niggas don't know this. God come to me.
Why would you pull a pistol out? You in front of your damn kids, and you will pull a pistol out another black man for what? What is the purpose? What is the purpose, to show it off?
Yeah, so that's basically what was going on. What was going on? All right, where he's still kind of trying to incite him and rile him up when you could just stop talking about it. And I'm not even saying that because I'm one that's kind of scared. All right, I'm definitely someone that likes to taunt people if the situation calls for it. But in terms of being a ambassador, being not a mediator, what the word's called? I think ambassador is the proper term, or prophet of the Lord. why would you be speaking to provoke people? All right, like that's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so continuing on. Isaiah 8 verse 20, to allow to the testimony, if they speak not according to his word, is because there is no light in him. And this is towards that guy, not the IUIC member, but the dude. Like you just got humiliated. You were speaking so confidently. You're speaking so confidently about all the stuff that you knew, but yet when you, and that's the thing. It just, I'm trying not to just make this about that. It's just a simple matter of if you don't know something, you don't need to pretend like you know something. It's like people are always trying to overcompensate and talk and filibuster, okay? Which filibuster basically means just talk about nothing or waffling, whatever the frick term you want to use, all right? When the reality of it is just a matter of like, either you know what you're talking about and then you talk about it, or you don't know what you're talking about and then you just stop. Like it's literally that simple. All right, you don't need to put all this effort in for what, really? For literally for what? This didn't accomplish anything besides you're putting yourself in danger to be arrested, and then your kids don't have their father in their lives anymore because you got offended. All right. Luke chapter 9 verse 5, and whosoever will not receive you when ye go out to that city, shake off the dust of your Luke 9:5, and whosoever will not receive you when ye go out of that city, shake off the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them. Basically, if someone does not want to hear, if someone does not want to listen, why are you bothering trying to teach someone and preach to someone that just does not care? It's so you're putting in all this effort for what? All right, like you're not gonna you're not gonna accomplish anything, but yet you still are trying. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. And again, like you really have to examine the things that you do. Like you're over here trying to convince the kids and the wife, if that was his wife, what to go against the father and stuff like that. It's just like what that guy, the IUIC guy, speaking as a man, in my own personal opinion, I think that he was going off on that. He should not have done that. He should have just stuck to talking to the guy, or just didn't talk to anyone, or just didn't talk to anyone at all. It's like, you did not need to do all that stuff. Did he prove the guy wrong? Absolutely. And no one can take that away from him. But he's still wrong for trying to turn his kids and wife or whatever against him. That's just ridiculous. All right. And finally, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 2, feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint but willingly, not for filthy lucre but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over Yahweh's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock. So basically, you should be a proper example on how to behave, but yet he's showing them a terrible example. So with that, I pray this system was edifying. We give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, SHAMAIWAN, Ba'ashem, Rakwak, Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great mills, son of God, and Shalom.